Hi ho, friendolas, and welcome back to yet another episode of Yakshas. Someone here has returned from a long absence as they journeyed through the woods of Gen Con. And because of that, I feel like we need to have an update on what's gone on these last few sessions. So who wants to start?
What? Okay, so last time, I don't remember what happened at the beginning of session, but at some point, okay, you guys got back on the boat. We had Greasy print out a plug suit.
Mm-hmm.
And
What is a plug
everybody,
suit?
you ever seen Neon Genesis Evangelion?
No.
It's basically a suit with plug holes in it that their mechs plug into.
Here.
So a plug suit. I got you. Okay. Cool.
Because Indy needed one for her new mech.
Oh, what'd you get?
Little Red. She is a Storbecker. I don't.
Studebaker.
Studebaker? Shut up. Get out of my head.
Winnebago.
I've already heard the fucking Storbecker shit. Here.
Bear
this
in its
is
natural habitat. A Studebaker.
So I guess let me find a decent picture. Basically this.
Why don't you?
Of the plug suit. I'll show her Little Red, though.
Yeah, it's not mad. Sorry, Little Red.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to throw Little Red up. I thought she saw, but Little Red's scary.
Yeah, someone got someone, and by that I mean Sin must have been inspired by Ravana.
Probably. But no, she's got an interface suit now. Yeah. You halved water. Mm-hmm.
Have what? No, I got I got water. It's the second bottle today. It's fine. I just can't.
Second
type
bottle
right now.
today. For every, hold on, let's see. For every 10 degrees above 80, you're supposed to have an additional 500 milliliters an hour.
Does that work for the desert though? Because like it's a dry heat. So
Yes.
Is it doubled? So like you want to flail with me?
You should. So that whole thing where you should actually have where you should have 8 bottles of water a day. You should be actually having 8 bottles of water a day.
Powerade right now, and then I'll go back to water. And look what I mean. You want to let's fucking flail. Let's fucking go. I'm fucking over it. Let's fucking go. I'm fucking mad about it. Bitches don't know how to read, and I'm gonna fucking flail. It's cool. It's fine.
Let's see. So, no, there's the plug suit in Yakshas. Wow. That's basically what it looks like. I'm actually getting flashbacks to Acer about it.
Oh no.
I know, right? What else?
The proto-lucky.
Yeah, pretty much. Then we decided to get in the boat.
You guys got in the armadillo.
Get in the armadillo, Shinji. We loaded everybody up, you included, along with Max. And then we headed out to basically the southern border of Belarus. And found a farm. Found a mech from, the Third World War?
Mm-hmm. Which in this timeline took place immediately after World War II.
So like 1945 to 1950, I'm going to guess.
Something like that.
And then found out somebody had been living there. We don't know who, though. And then we ran into, I don't forget the 2 witches. The twin witches.
Oh, Belobog and Chernobog.
Yeah, the twin witches.
And someone made a joke about them being twins separated at birth, and it turns out, yes, they were literally Siamese twins separated at birth. One has a left arm, one has a right arm.
And then I leaned over to Howler and I was like, I offer whatever, but I think their hands are full because they only have one hand each.
Yeah.
So far.
Didn't say it out loud.
Oh yeah,
I hate that.
subvocal.
Okay,
Mhm.
good. But still.
hmm So I think we all found a spot in a basement to stay warm for the night. I think you're T-posing in the corner.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Am I not T-posing with like another person?
Nope.
No,
Did you bring
not in
somebody
this
along with
case.
you?
Did you bring
I guess not.
additional baggage? I mean, you've already got enough emotional baggage. Did you need more?
I don't know, maybe.
I
was going to say it was just combat team that got sent out.
Oh, I'm not sleeping with anybody on combat team right now. Okay.
Mhm.
Right
Good
You want to
idea.
go to the Witchers and offer to become comrades in arms?
I'm sure they could use that.
Jesus Christ.
God, it's cruel and unusual.
I knew you people were bad people, but jeez. Yeah,
So
you are in the underground cellar of an abandoned church in the middle of the Belarusian spring. It is very wet. And it's not like it's warm. It's not cold, but it is cool at night. And with everything being wet, that just makes it worse.
sounds about right.
Does anyone do anything special over the night? Does anyone have anything particular they do? Because you guys are basically given a section of this cellar is divided into multiple different parts. And this is an old farmstead. It's old Orthodox church. It's probably been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. And you guys are put in a part of it that was probably at one place a place for keeping wine casks. You would assume there's still marks on the ground where the flagstones are a bit lighter from the posts, from the casks, but they have since either rotted away or been moved out, and you have cots in their places.
We had to leave our mechs behind, correct?
Yes, they didn't let you come into town with them because they didn't want you guys to go, all right, we don't like them. Let's hop in the big robots and kill everybody.
Kind of figured.
Because as Sin and Sin's nightmares will point out to you, it's not fun to be an infantry person around mechs.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sin. You had a great old time. You survived. How bad could it have been?
How bad
It's
could
only a
it be?
banana. How much could it cost? $10.
Says Kong with their autoloader banana drone.
Banana.
Oh, banana. But yeah, Vazago seems to have something that you've probably noticed in any room that Vazago is going to spend an extended amount of time in. He seems to pace around the room along its outside, mapping out exits, mapping out good places to sleep to where you wouldn't be immediately noticeable from the door. Very paranoid, but practical behavior.
Hmm.
And starts fiddling with something as they sit on a cot in the far corner.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you're anxious, Vazago.
Vazago looks at you, and then, with a subtle shift of his hands, you can tell he's working with a claymore, not
Like-
armed.
Oh.
Like, okay. I'm
Boom,
like,
boom.
okay.
A claymore
Alright.
mine,
Yeah.
and then signs to you. Anxious people survive.
At what cost?
Anxious people survive.
Hmm. Suit yourself.
How have you
So
been handling this this kind of environment you've been in, this very bleak, apocalyptic almost environment, Min?
Oh, I hate it. But she's been listening to a lot of music and reading books and wishing that she was
Oh,
not there.
another thing they told you is there are a lot of what they call dead things that are living in the red forest.
Yeah.
They don't like loud sounds.
Right. Yeah. No, Min hates that so much. But she's got headphones so she can still like listen to her fucking cans and shit. But it's just not quite the same. But she's like, it's wireless. It's fine. She can bebop around in her fucking mech. She can
Oh.
hate life a little, but it's okay.
And Amy,
Yes.
Howler is riding around in Diddy Kong.
Oh yeah, he's in
Oh
Diddy.
yeah.
He's
Uh-huh.
tiny now.
Oh, you itty
Diddy is
bitty
a half
bean.
size. Uh-huh.
Honestly, like anytime she sees you, she's just like she pats your little head. I feel like
You'd have to reach
Boop,
way
boop.
down there because he's
yeah.
pretty much just wearing like a Iron
It's-
Man suit.
What a little tiny person. I just fucking love it. Yeah, she'll just fucking boop boop on your little head if she can reach. Maybe you just get like the top of or like the tip of a finger. You know, boop
That
boop.
would do it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And it's just so condescending. Condescending.
Not helping with how when you guys first met the Sever members, one of them said Big Bad Wolf will blow you all down, especially the little one, and pointed at Howler.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Then I suppose it's
love
good
it.
we have Little Red Riding Hood with us, right?
Well, that's exactly why they said Big Bad Wolf. Is they saw your mech and went, Little Red Riding Hood, Big Bad Wolf.
It's good for stealth operations. The red, I mean.
Oh, yeah, Red Forest, duh.
Just like the plug suit is red and black.
That would actually be distinctive from Ravana's outfit. Hers was white and black.
But mine matches. Mine matches.
My matches. Gotta
I
coordinate.
wasn't Greasy didn't allow me a cape and hood, so
No capes.
No kids.
basically.
Yeah, now, Min, you're just in the cellar of this old Orthodox church. It's cold. It's damp. It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
At least two of those are things you don't like.
You know, cold like my heart, I guess. It's fine.
Have you moved off of Dune yet, Min?
Moved off of what?
Dune.
Dune.
Oh, right,
Or-
Dune. You're right. Yeah, no, hang on. I got a whole list. Let me find my list. I forgot.
Because you've had a couple of months to read.
Oh, yeah. So she is currently reading Love in the Time of Cholera.
Oh, great. That's very apropos.
A little. It felt right.
It felt right to be reading about cholera.
It's more than that, though. It's Love in the Time of Cholera. It's a love story, I think, because I've only read like a portion of it. I don't remember. Oh.
It's a
I mean,
love story, I think.
I think.
I think.
It's been a minute. Let me peek. Can I get like a shorter summary? Yeah. It's about love and like distance. Oh my god. Honestly, I might have to fucking read this book. Oh, and like promiscuity and maybe I
Mhm.
shouldn't read this book. And it's just fucking.
Maybe I shouldn't read this book.
And then if someone dies, it's terribly sad.
Well, it's
yeah,
love in
probably
the
of-
time of
Yeah,
cholera.
probably of cholera.
You would be surprised.
Everybody's shit stopped except mine, which means that mine's the one that's down, isn't it?
No, I hear you.
Yep.
I
No,
hear you.
his
I
Uh-oh.
can hear you.
camera's down,
Uh-oh.
which means maybe his voice as well.
I was going to say, everybody stopped moving except for me, which meant I was the problem.
Yeah, your camera
so.
turned off for me.
What?
Oh, well, it
It's
hasn't.
back. It's back.
I was going to say it's...
Oh, now everyone's doing it.
What?
You're fine to me.
No one's changed for me.
I think the bug is going from house computer to house computer.
Yep, you're
Shit,
next,
you're
Rowan.
right. Yay!
You guys have a bug?
Apparently.
Yeah, I adopted
A
him.
virus of some sort.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. What was Indy reading? No, she was drawing, wasn't she?
Yes.
I think so.
I think she was drawing.
You were the only thing you've read recently was American Sign Language for Dummies.
Yeah. Which is...
Yeah.
Because Vazago. Because
Yeah.
Vazago.
How does Amy or not Amy? Oh, how does I mean they are the same person. How does Min feel about having a former Kairos leader who's also a mute in the party?
Okay, I don't know enough. Like Amy doesn't know enough.
Mhm.
How did they show up in the party? Like,
Have
have they always been there?
So we picked them up before Labrador Island, and they were prisoners with Zeminiar.
How much of this game have I missed? Okay, go on.
Well, this is before you joined. This
Yeah,
is
this
before
is before
Frank
you
died.
joined.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah. So when we got to Happia and you joined, they basically Happia said, "Okay, they're former Happia members that ran away. We need to talk to them." And so they had been their prisoners for a little while, but we just got them back, and we're like, "So, Indiana's responsible for you. If you fuck up, it's on Indiana." Which has actually gone really well so far.
Exceptional.
Which, because Indiana trusts these people.
I think because Indy trusts these people for the most part, Min trusts these people. And it's kind of one of those things where, and this is just, I guess, Amy in general, is I got no beef with you. Don't start shit and there won't be no shit. You know, very simple. Very simple.
Right.
If there's any shit to be started, it's gonna be handled quick and painfully. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we just get drunk and I punch someone in the face and it's over. I don't know.
I mean, that also sounds about right.
Vazago is also plays magic, so
Oh,
he can't be all bad, right?
I mean, we'll see.
He doesn't play slivers like Indiana.
Like Indiana.
So.
Also doesn't cheat
hide
like
cards.
Indiana.
He also doesn't cheat like Indiana. It's fucking fair.
And here is his picture. I will show to you, since I don't think you've seen it, Amy.
Okay.
Let me make it bigger. Magic wand, make my token grow.
I mean, if he were a she, then men would be interested.
I don't think Vazago would be. Not because of men, but Vazago has somebody else.
Oh,
Also
who does
because
Vazago
of
have?
men.
Do you want to put Zeminiar up?
Sure, let me do that real quick.
So this is one of the leaders of Kairos, that, terrorist group that bombed DC and all the other horrible shit. So they were a part of Kairos, and then they got sold out, and now they're one of us. Again, this is one of those, Indy pushed for them to be an active member of this team, and they're like, Indiana, these are bad people. This is a bad idea. Okay, if anything happens, you can trust me. Oh, I haven't seen this photo.
I'm like 100% not this person's type. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fine. That's fair. Okay, cool.
Well,
cool.
I mean,
Love
personality-wise, you two are pretty similar.
Zeminiar and
maybe we could be
Min?
best friends.
Yeah, fucking crazy. What other comparison do you need?
Eccentric. Get it right.
But something you've also noticed is
insane.
Vazago is infected. That's why Fosgo has very stone-colored skin.
Mm-hmm.
Is from xenorite accumulation under the skin. His whole complexion has turned a sort of ashen gray.
So just like what's her name?
Ravana was pale. Like Ravana was
Oh.
snowy pale. This is more like granite colored.
Okay. Gotcha.
And Vosigo also has no tongue.
Well, okay. Already a deal breaker.
Which is why Vosigo signs or just gestures in order to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I learned sign language.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Min
how
know
else
sign
am I
language?
going
Me
to cuss?
too.
How else am I going to understand when he cusses at me?
Mm-hmm.
He's already said some shitty things about my mother, and then I went, well, it's too bad I don't have one.
To which Gawain just looked at you but went, I'm not going to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Because
mother.
Gawain knows who his training partner is.
But, yeah. And Min, Vosigo is
Who's
probably actually...
Guy.
Oh, that's
Is that
Howler.
Howler?
That's
That's
Howler.
Howler.
Wait, what?
The face she's making.
That's not. It's a good
It's
face.
just-
It's a
that's
good.
Howler.
Howler's got a great
Wait.
face.
Wait, hold on. That little Asian boy is Howler. What?
No. Look at
No, in
Discord.
Discord.
Oh, I haven't.
Oh.
I'm not in Discord. I mean, I am, but I'm not. Hold on. Let me gander. Oh.
Oh,
Who's
there's
that?
Howler. I was
That's
like,
Howler.
that is not Howler. That
Bullshit.
is someone else. Elf boy. That's what word I was looking for. Sorry. about
That's
that.
Vosigo.
Yeah, I was like, that is not Howler. I thought you guys were trying to trick her.
Huh.
But, I mean, probably actually, whatever the cot you settled down to is next to Vosigo's, who, again, has just signed something to Indiana a couple of times, but otherwise is fiddling with a deconstructed Claymore mine. Those ones that they kind of look like a... How would you describe them? Just like a flat square. You stick them in the ground. They have two little lights that stick out like that. They usually say point towards enemy.
Yeah.
Claymore.
They make a little click before they go off.
Mm-hmm. Min is unfazed. Just
Mm-hmm.
if
Maybe
it's gonna
once-
happen, it's gonna happen.
Once just to fuck with you during a quiet moment. And even like when there's a lull in your music, Vosgo uses his tongue to, or can't actually do that, but actually no, he physically can't make a clicking sound. He can't, to try and
Nope.
trick you into thinking that the mine just clicked.
Mm-hmm. And
It's okay.
I
He can rope Indiana into it, and she can do it.
you could certainly try. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Min gives a shit. It's
It just goes, fuck.
Right, like you can't fucking run from it. So it's like, ugh. Her life flashes before her eyes, and she's like, I just wish I'd gotten laid more.
Every day wasn't enough.
Okay, moving on.
But yeah,
Mhm.
it's a quiet night. It's an eerily quiet night down there in the old cellar. But the night eventually gives way to the day. Not that you can really tell down in there. There's no way for you to see the surface. But
Mhm.
eventually, in the morning, Chernobog and Belobog would come down and greet all of you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Are you
Do you
ready to go?
I'm ready for coffee.
We do have coffee. You can go up and find it. It's in the... there's an abandoned school across town we have been using as a mess.
Across town.
It's a small village.
It
Okay.
only has like half a stoplight left.
Okay. And then do we have to like wear our mechs? Are we in like an irradiated zone where we have to like
Not
wear our
currently.
mechs the entire time?
Oh no, they had us get out of our mechs, except me because I'm tiny.
He's
Yeah.
in what
Except
is
you're
essentially
tiny.
a shitty, like not shitty, but like half covered power suit.
You little bean. I love it. She would just like roll out of bed and like terrible. No, I won't say it. She'll just roll out of bed and like wander to wherever the coffee exists in like a half awake, half sleepy.
You
She's
you
in a state.
you climb your way out of the basement and back into the rest of the church, which is their headquarters.
Mhm.
Radio operators are still here, speaking all of them in Russian, Ukrainian, Belarusian, languages you probably can't understand.
Indy
Maybe.
does though. Yay.
Mhm.
But and you step back out, and it's brisk. Would probably be the best way to describe it.
How brisk? Okay, so Min is
Low
probably in
50s.
like Min's probably in very short shorts and like a hoodie. Like very short shorts and a hoodie.
Oh, your
that's
legs
a
are
really bad
freezing.
idea.
It's a terrible idea.
It's
I
like
know.
it's like 25 degrees out,
25.
and that's not Celsius.
She will get so moody and turn around and like stomp back in and find fucking sweatpants. Fucking bullshit. Like just
You
fucking
you come back, and it's also very foggy. There's the grass, what grass there is around this village of probably 8-ish buildings.
Mhm.
The grass is gray with dew. The grass almost looks silver and gleams in the slightest bits of light.
Mhm.
But you probably follow the other early risers, or maybe even late risers for this group, all of these insurgents as they make their way towards what does appear to have once been a school building. Not a very big school building. In fact, as you step in, there's maybe a half dozen rooms in the entire building. Some
Mhm.
walls had fallen apart over time and have been replaced with just plank boards.
Oh,
But there
boy.
is in one of the central rooms, they have actually set up a fire pit and have been making breakfast. And
Do you have a picture for us?
not of this, unfortunately.
That's
Because you won't be here too long.
Sure.
ominous.
But in the middle of the room, they've set up where they're making the food, and you also see that they're using a chemical burner to make some coffee, powdered coffee.
Fair.
Can
I
only
mean, you get what
assume
you
not
get.
the greatest quality.
It could be the good packet coffee, Cafe Du Monde.
Mhm.
Toma.
Oh no, that
You-
sounds French. You ain't getting that here.
No. She'd
I
wander
mean,
This is
everywhere.
it's
local
also
brand.
Vietnamese.
True. That would be another
Mm.
place where French would be a thing.
It's actually Italian stuff. Vina Cafe. Anyway,
You do see that on the packages of the powdered coffee they're using, it is all written in Cyrillic.
Okay.
lovely. Leftover from some forgotten war.
Are you with me?
Indiana, you probably know that this is
Why not?
it's a store-bought brand. It's not like
If
a
it's all good
great
with you.
brand.
It's a store-bought brand. Oh gosh.
Yeah, like you guys are on the frontier, but there are parts of these nations that are perfectly fine, or as fine as you can be given the world right now.
What are we talking? Just call it what, like Jardine?
Something like this is like the equivalent of looking and seeing that they have great value brand.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh look, it's Jockey. It's been a while.
And maybe you don't understand, maybe you do, Min, but one of the soldiers points to Indiana and you and is just like, "Ah, you two want the coffee."
Yes, please.
Make it a double. Because this stuff is not strong enough.
No, it is not. And he pulls a couple of tin cups, fills them with hot water from the chemical burner, pours in the powdered coffee. Almost stirs it with his finger before he kind of stops and sets them down and looks around.
It's fine. We can take it from here.
He'll actually go and hand them to you. He's like, forgive me, manners are first thing to go.
Fair.
It's no problem. After all, the invaders have no manners either.
That they just scoffs and sniffs up through his nose and hawks a spit into the corner in response.
That's where they will belong someday.
Then he walks sooner rather than later. Well, not bad, Merc.
I didn't forget where I came from.
No, don't forget where you are going. Dangerous place. Word of advice. The dead things are awake during the day, but the machines are up at night. Don't know which I would be more afraid of.
When do the living live?
Oh, thank you for the bits, Bodhi.
Thanks. Thanks.
100 bits.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Let me think here. Machine or undead. Everything squishes the same to an iron boot.
Your big stomping machines will definitely attract the dead things if you are not careful. But I'd be more concerned about the machines. Big machines, bigger than man. They walk on
Oh, really?
dozens of legs. They burrow themselves into the ground during the day to recharge or something. I don't know. And the sounds they make, they listen to everything they hear and say it back.
Well, Min, I suppose that means we should give them something to talk about while we're in there.
Are we making out? Or are we just drinking
No.
coffee?
No. Not. Never mind.
Fortunately for you, this guy doesn't understand English.
The coffee is yours, Min. Don't forget to stir.
Right. She'll like fucking stir it, chug it. It's awful. I'm sure.
It's weak, it's watery, it's kind of foamy.
Ew.
It is very bad packet coffee. But
Ew.
something you notice is it tasted weak, but as time goes on, you feel a little bit more perked up than you thought you would have.
Does it have cocaine in it? She's gonna look at one of the guys and be like, "Does this have cocaine? Cocaine?" And she's gonna start making the the.
They kind of look at each other and say something like "Niet, niet, niet."
Indiana goes. She wants to know what you put in the coffee.
Nothing. We can't afford sugar out here.
Nose sugar?
Indiana just kind of turns and, men, do you really think that if they could afford that out here, they would keep it instead of sell it? Or at the very least, use it in their coffee?
I mean, listen, I don't judge anybody else's kinks, okay? I just need to make sure that I could still drive the mech later.
Don't worry, the
There
mech
is no
drives
cocaine.
itself.
No, just amphetamines, I'm sure.
Ooh, sexy.
Mm.
Oh man, you haven't even seen what they're eating. You ever heard of tachunka?
Oh,
but
no,
I'm gonna
not
Google
Tachanka.
it.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
Tachanka, Or what is it? It's not Tachanka.
That's just something else.
Tushonka. Tushonka. Canned stewed meat.
Okay.
Ew.
Mhm. They saw haggis and said, somehow, some way, I will make this worse.
I will put a picture in Yakshas for you.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Beef stew in lard.
You know,
Ew,
I
I hate
think
that.
I'm good.
I'm
Hmm?
just
Indiana will probably look at that and go, please tell me you have snacks and then.
in Max, I've got all the snacks. I've got all the fucking snacks.
You still have your mint flavored ice cream that you got in exchange for like $20 from Hodgepodge.
And your dignity.
And your dignity. That is true, but the dignity was for the nuke.
No,
The dignity
20
was what
bucks
got
was
the Merv.
the 20 bucks was for the nuke. Didn't she pay like a whole lot more for the ice cream?
Oh yeah, she spent a whole lot more on the ice cream than she did the multiple something re-entry vehicle, multiple intermediary
Merv.
re-entry vehicles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a cluster nuke for when one nuke just isn't dead enough.
Yep.
The horrors of the horrors of someone looking at a nuke and say, "But what if I had more?"
Well, this payload is not big enough to destroy all of New York.
But what if
But
I had
5 of them.
like 6 more?
Right. Okay. I'm trying to think. You ready to get into combat again? I'm ready to try out the new toys.
Yeah.
Who are you talking?
No, I was just in the background. Just
What's that?
Are you there too? Like, is everybody here?
just in the background as she's saying that, like Sin's probably like loading a gun, like
I mean, you guys probably all had to come here if you wanted food. Although,
I'm just
on
kind of
seeing the-
assuming we all kind of got up at the same time.
Yeah, Howler's
Yes.
going for a jog without the suit, just stretch his legs and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
good.
cold. It's cold. It's wet out. Your shoes are definitely getting wet from kicking all the dew off the grass as you run.
it's cold and wet.
But it's peaceful. Very quiet. Very calm. Not a breath of wind.
I think it's safe to say, though, Indiana is the best looking person here, and it's not even close.
Bitch. Fuck off. Do you say that out loud? Because men will be like, have you seen me? You have. Have you seen me? Like,
Mur walks in, sees the
But are you-
Tushunka and goes,
But are you
"Oh,
wearing
God."
basically a cat suit? No.
no, I don't know what she's wearing. Oh, it's
By the
Yeah.
way,
hoodie, yeah.
because this is the first time you've had Mur on combat team, he's also in a cat suit.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
he's also in
basically.
a plug suit.
Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Sin
He
walks
walks in.
What color is his plug suit?
Similar to Wise Man, kind of a slate gray, blue, and orange.
You know, I think red and black looks better for these.
I think for
Similar to this.
Sin walks in, is like, oh hell yeah, food! Like he gets the stew heated up and just downs it.
Oh,
Um,
it's
You should put iodine in
slimy.
that.
It's delicious.
You should put iodine in that, and maybe a couple of vaccines before you eat it.
Yeah, just like a
It's
soldier rash.
slimy.
Did you at least check the date? I grabbed the fucking can. What's
They're
the
up to
date
date.
on this thing?
Like, these aren't bad.
Okay.
They're bad in the fact that they're Tushonka. They're not bad in the sense of they haven't expired.
Yeah, stuff like that's got like 30 years of expiration date.
Oh yeah, like these things say they're not going to expire until like the 2060s.
I'm fully grossed out. I just saw the picture in the fucking Discord. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. Thanks,
Braised
thanks.
beef stew in lard.
Hey, once that lard melts down, it's just regular stew.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
to be fair, that
had?
is opening it
Yeah,
and
like
before you heat it.
if you have stew and then you let that stew sit, it ends up looking kind of like that because all the fat and stuff solidifies.
What is stew except a thick soup?
Hmm.
What is soup except a thin sauce?
What is sauce? No, seriously, give me the sauce.
What is sauce except liquefied spices?
Okay, we're getting a little too
Existential.
philosophical.
What is?
What is? What?
So anyway,
So yeah. Murr sees the Tushonka and just kind of goes, "Oh, never mind. I'm not hungry."
Wow, it's good. Try a little. Just heat it up. It won't look so bad afterwards.
this kind of reminds me of time with the blades. You had
Hey,
your
thank
last
you.
meal before the. No, you ate your last meal before a mission, and then you didn't eat again until mission was done.
Good way to die if you get shot in the gut.
You don't have any stomach acid that way. Besides, you're in the mech. If you got shot in the gut, you did something wrong, and it's your fault. At least, that's how it was.
I was about to say, Indiana, that's grim even for you.
Well, I am dressed as the Brothers Grimm, yes?
Ha ha ha.
No?
He says as he grabs a thing of a local brand of basically saltines.
I would soak those in water first.
As takes a bite and one just as it snaps and tries to chew on. He goes, "Yeah, these hurt."
You're going to ruin your teeth like that if you're not careful, Doctor.
Yeah. You know what might be good? And he actually gets a thing of dokuta of coffee and crushes these up into it.
That's one way of doing it.
And some
We
of the
used to-
locals not approvingly.
You can actually, if you put enough cracker in there, bake a cake.
Huh. I think I'm
I
gonna
only
stick
ever
with,
had it once, and it's not good. Trust me, but it's
Yeah.
better than them and coffee by themselves.
I was gonna say I think I'm gonna stick to whatever Francois makes.
You realize that the day that Francois decides she's leaving, the entire crew mutinies.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I hope to be long dead before then.
After all, who else is going to make Min's absurd breakfast?
Well,
the
I
best
mean,
breakfast
Jove
ever.
is in his like rehabilitation phase. I might be able to program in some cooking.
And by the way,
I am
every
not
hour,
letting Jove cook for me.
you did get
Every
a
hour.
update from Jove every hour on the hour over the night sin,
Nice.
and they were always the same. It is dark. It is cold.
Aw. No, now I feel bad leaving him out there in the cold.
There was never any. It wasn't like I don't like it. It was just it is dark. It is cold.
But it's still out in the dark and cold, and he's my little.
I was gonna say you're reminding me of, was it Curiosity?
Mm-hmm.
It's getting
or
dark.
opportunity.
Opportunity. It's getting dark, and I'm running low on battery.
The last words of a machine on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys
So,
finish
Howler.
up.
Yeah, we finish up breakfast.
Or Howler, do you eventually go and get breakfast?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. I was just assuming it was after your run.
Yep.
Hey, Holler. So, wow. I just forgot what I was. Okay. We're
you're
supposed to
gonna
give an
ask about-
escort to the Red Forest, yes?
I think we are. But probably not all the way in. Probably
I
to the
wouldn't.
edge.
Do you hear that car?
Yes. It sounds. Never mind. Anyway. So, remind me what we're here for again. We're here to recover bodies if capable. But what else are we supposed to do?
Well, mainly we're trying to get in there, get the bodies or actual people if they're still alive. Which, you know,
They're
with our
telling
group,
me it's not true.
with our group, it'll be just the actual people, and we'll have to rescue them and fight something gigantic. And here I am, walking around in a fucking leotard worth of a mech.
That you
What?
built.
You got me here. You'll be fine. Just make sure all your pieces are where I can find them.
All
Yeah,
right
that's not
then,
always
yeah.
the case.
That's Dr. Humor.
For legal reasons, that was a joke, yes?
Do we even care about anything being legal right now? I mean, Indiana, we're working with terrorists.
You know, you guys said that about me when I joined your crew like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, and we're still working with you, so
So you've never stopped working with terrorists.
exactly.
Vazago just points to
Smiles.
himself.
Then there's Vazago, and then there's the fact that we did, in fact, blow up an island. So.
We's a strong
We?
word.
We
Everybody blames me for that. And
I wasn't
that's
Actually-
there.
okay.
Actually,
I
no.
wasn't even
Remember,
there.
the person who actually took responsibility for that is no longer with us. So you're absolved, right?
Right.
damn. All right. It's not your problem anymore.
But aside from working with terrorists, you guys are actually a really good team. Well, some of us I have yet to see how they work. He looks at Fazago. But
Who looks at you as he finishes sliding the rack back in place on his EBR.
but so far you're really good. Whatever they need us to do, we'll get it done.
You know, I appreciate it when you lie to our faces.
It's a pep talk. It's not a lie until you prove me wrong.
You know what? I respect that.
Should probably get
Well-
going before it gets too late.
I suppose so.
And before
Okay.
any of us show anything any signs they don't like. Remember, they didn't exactly seem happy to be working with sick people.
You know what? It's fine. After all, I'm one of them.
And everyone's a little bit sick in the head when you think about it.
You have to be in this world. So shall we go?
That's not what I meant, Sin, but yes, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Out of character, we're gonna go meet Set's new girlfriend.
Oh shit! You have a new girlfriend?
Set.
Yeah, she's a robot.
Oh, Set's got a
The-
girlfriend. I see.
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna
AI
set the
queen.
queen, AI queen up. Let's
Yeah.
go.
The queen of machines.
Oh god, please don't.
But yeah, you guys eventually you go back to your mechs, and you also inform Chernobog and Belobog that you're ready to go. And they have a person in a small running mech come out and start guiding you down there. It's a couple hours. It's like
Do we get our mechs? yet?
yes.
Okay.
And even in them, it's still a couple hours to get down to the border of the Red Forest, and it's probably 10 or 11. It's very late in the morning as you guys get there. And as you get there, the runner turns aside and starts heading back, and over the radio just says, "Best of luck."
And to you as well. Good hunting.
Goodwill hunting.
Keep quiet when you're in there.
Glory to the resistance.
At any cost.
At any cost.
Traitor.
I hate this.
You guys, this is all in Russian, so.
I know.
Wait.
Just like Amy hates this.
Sin understands. Actually, I think
Oh.
Amy does too with data. Do you have the data plating?
I do.
We do have translators in our heads. We can't speak
cool.
it, but we can translate it.
Yeah, no. Min hates this.
It's warfare. Sin's like, meh.
Right. What do you do? I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine.
You were informed that you were going to be working with Sever, who are anti-government terrorists in this area.
Sure.
It's all for Happia. Remember.
Yeah, I know.
As they're leaving, they've been fighting like this for the past, well, since Shiva. And they're going to continue to fight like this until there's none of them left. It's just the way of the world.
Mhm.
But if they think they can do it, more the power to them.
Sure.
Just telling them what they want to hear.
Do you hear that car?
Do you hear that car?
In the distance, we see over the horizon a car.
Oh,
Over the
God.
horizon?
Wrong game.
Crossovers! Wait, where's the spoon? I forget what... The
Wait,
spoon's trapped in New Amsterdam.
the car is being driven by a suave redhead that looks like he's dancing in the desert like Jesus.
Oh, God.
That one picture.
Go away, kitty, and you're not wanted here.
Let me just put it this way. I'm incredibly stubborn. Could you imagine how stubborn my parents were? And then you put them here. If they decided to leave, why have they stayed?
And why is my job calling me right now?
Your
Oh,
job
oh.
too?
Because they heard that car.
Hey, Daniel, we're gonna need you to come in at like 8. Can you
No,
do
it's
that?
not a need. It's probably, hey, we're offering like $15 an hour extra. You want to come in right now?
I mean, what do you do?
Aw, damn. Sin dies. Ah, shit.
Oh,
Darn.
shit.
Rocks fall,
Next
everybody
week.
dies.
He
They gotta go to
got
work.
better.
Hmm.
But Fossigo is actually probably the first to start moving, because it's
Yeah.
a sheer border here between the forest and what's not the forest. It looks like every now and then they do clean burns to keep the forest back.
Mm. Oh, you didn't get to see the swallowtail. Basically, Vazigo's mech, Amy,
Mhm.
is like a chameleon. It stops moving, it just disappears.
That's sexy. I want one of those.
And you notice as it gets up and starts moving again, because it moves on 4 legs and it has these little tiny grasper arms in the front. But other than that, it looks more akin to like a tank with legs rather than the average mech, which is more humanoid. But you notice when it moves, not only do these cells change pigment to disguise them, they're able to change texture.
Sexy. I like it.
But it just gets back up because whenever it stops, it hunkers down onto its haunches to present a smaller target. It stands back up and starts chunking its way into the forest. Ominously, right next to a very old, very faded yellow sign with a big red nuclear symbol on it.
Mhm.
Joy. Well,
You know,
Haller,
man. Yeah, right. Well, Haller, first person to go, right?
no, it's looking at his half-covered mech.
Yeah,
No
I'm gonna
protective case.
start climbing up on Max. Hey, I need a better vantage point.
Why are you get
Oh,
out? She's
right. So
gonna
Get
fucking
off!
pretend
Get
to
off!
shake
Get
you
off!
off,
we
like
forgot
just a
to
little. Like
we
it,
did forgot to check if you wanted to bring Max or if you wanted to bring a morning cloak essentially because you have access to the
um,
morning cloak.
I do, but
Yeah.
I didn't really build the morning cloak yet, so I'm gonna just stick with Max for now because I haven't really had time to look at all the cool things I can do with it yet. So I'm gonna
Same.
take a bit. So I'll be on Max, but as Howler is climbing up, I'm assuming Max's leg for now. She's gonna like playfully like try to shake you off, like with a leg,
Mhm.
like just kidding. Okay. Eh,
You
Yeah,
know,
we gotta
man,
figure out which way to go.
yeah.
I'm assuming whichever way Vasago is going. I was going to say, man, looking at this says this small red-robed figure, looking up at you. I, if I suppose that you are the big bad wolf in this scenario.
Is that me? How interesting.
Well, if I am the Little Red Riding Hood, yeah, I guess that would make you the big bad wolf.
I feel like this is a kink we need to discuss later, but
This is
okay.
not the kink.
Well, I was about to compare myself to the hunter, but I don't want to be a part of this now.
No?
Right? No. No.
Now that you
And
mentioned the king.
as you guys walk into the forest, very quickly into it, all of your mechs give you a ping as you hear, "Warning, hazardous radiation level detected."
Goodbye, Howler.
Gross. I hate this for you.
You're in a sealed environment suit. You're fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's in his combat suit inside. He's in a combat suit inside of a mech. Well,
Yeah.
okay, sort of in a mech.
Sort of. You're on a mech.
You're basically in Veronica, aren't you?
Yeah, basically.
It's a big mech suit. It's Veronica. Now we just need to figure out what happens when you meet the Hulk. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep,
Go to sleep, go to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. But yeah, that is something else. But you also notice that this place is surprisingly, most of the trees are bare. Those that have begun to bud early in the spring have red leaves. And you would know that this is a reaction that these trees have to radiation in the soil.
I hate this.
But it's fairly alive. There are birds, there are wild dogs, there are even deer, and a lot of boars.
Mm, but we can't eat those.
No.
I wouldn't.
Exclusion zone, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Fair.
Well, stalkers, you are in the zone.
Bacon that cooks itself.
Ew, bacon that cooks itself. Get out.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally, Vazago stops, and you can see his mech performing a quick scan, and then sending to all of you telemetry data showing there are hotspots around here. Very dangerous hotspots. Even in your mechs, even in your suits, you could be killed in a few seconds from the radiation levels.
Mm-hmm.
oh great. Lovely.
It's going to be slow winding going because these spots are patches. Some of them are not even a foot by a foot. Some of them stretch out for hundreds of yards. It all just depends where the radiation had decided to settle, or where small shifts in the terrain from the wind or the rain have exposed more of this radiation to the air.
Wonder if we'll find some trenches in here.
No one would be that stupid.
You're right. No one living anyway.
Though you do find signs of humans here in the forest. Eventually, you
Really?
do stumble across another ruined mech. Much bigger than before. At one point, this was probably not as tall as Max, but as bulky as Max. It seemed to have once walked on 4 legs, though now it is just lying abandoned in the middle of a small clearing between a copse of trees. Most of its parts have completely fallen off, exposing wires and tubes. Just another rusted out hulk, crumpled to the ground with moss and little... You ever heard of bindweed?
Once.
So
Bindweed are little vines that... They're a weed that the vines twist around one another to form bigger, stronger vines. And these bindweeds and this moss have slowly begun to crawl their way up the mech. And you have heard stories over time that after Shiva, plenty of people tried to find refuge in the Red Forest. It was a place where you could hide from people because most people were so afraid to go anywhere near it.
You know, seeing this reminds me of a poem.
oh,
Come close and let me tell you a story. I was made in a dark time to do dark things. I was made to kill, to strike fear into the hearts of men. I myself was killed in a way. I cannot move, I cannot shoot, cannot do anything but sit. But this is as close to heaven as I will get. My crew is gone, my days of fighting left with them. I watch the tide come in, I watch the children play. I am dead, but I still stand watch over good people.
That
Fortunately, I
reminds
don't.
me of a different, I guess you'd call a poem. Darkness imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die, trapped in myself, body my holding cell.
Unfortunately, I
Hmm.
don't think there's any people here for this to watch over.
Yeah, but
You know,
Metallica's one is a great song still.
there's another verse to that one. My cannon is rusted, my tracks sunken into the sand. But I will watch over this beach until my crew needs me again, and I am called into action. But until then, I will wait, and the crabs and fish will be safe from harm.
Man, you
Why is
all
it that?
fuckers are morose.
Why is this? I'm seeing.
motherfuckers right here.
I mean, there's balance in between the two. I mean, the next line for mine is landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul, left me with life in hell.
All right, Mego Depresso, let's gonna move on.
You can't help. You can't help it, Sin. When Shiva came, well, the world died with it.
Only some of it.
Only most of it.
We can still have hope, can't we? There's still things to be grateful for and happy about. You're still
Or happy
breathing.
about. You say as Wise Man
Arr.
literally shoots you finger guns.
Arr.
Hey, you. Uh, how big is Wise Man again? Size 2 or 3?
Size 1.
Oh, okay. Hey, you. As he gets smacked on the back of the head.
Ow! I
Stop
actually
that.
feel that.
Yes, now so do I. It is very cold. Let's move on.
There. It's cold, but there's also a tinkling to the air. It just feels
That's the radiation.
tastes like copper.
Ew.
Look,
Why is it spicy?
Look, I feel like I am headed on the way to a nude beach, and it is very cold. Let's go.
Oh. Do they have those here?
There's no beach here. We are inland.
Damn it.
She's
Oh, yeah, that
referring
was
to the
something.
fact that it feels, I think other than that cloak, the mech's skin per se feels like her skin
Yeah, that's wild.
because of the plug suit. It's
And
ugh. It's so
but
fucking
there is
cold.
always, and this is something that I think Amy will find a little upsetting, there's always just this slight uncanniness, this slight delay to everything. Never enough to be more than just beyond notice. Like
With the suit?
like with feeling like you're in your body, but it's not your body.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the
Indiana did
boat
not
looked
realize
up-
exactly what she was getting into. I looked at the big numbers and said, yes, I will take this modification because big numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
then
does make
Rowan
them
was
harder to hit because as you've watched both of their mechs, because this is the first time you've probably been around mechs with full subjectivity sinks because they're a relatively new technology. They move unnervingly human. It's a 1-to-1 based off of their own brain signals and their own movements.
it looks like Indiana is walking.
Mm,
It has the same gait, same stride, everything. Just
yeah, I hate
upscaled.
it. I mean, it's cool, but it's
It's unnerving.
Not.
Mhm.
very
It's uncanny, even.
It's the uncanny
uncanny.
valley. Bum bum bum.
Yep, that's why I didn't just make a giant Indiana mech, because then it would be...
Wouldn't like that. But you guys
So-
probably leave this old hunk to lay where it lays.
Unless you wanted us to investigate it.
That's up to you guys. I just wanted something that I thought would be cool for the picture for being in the Red Forest.
I appreciate it. And now, since I've done a good job of personifying it, I should probably leave it to rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would feel like grave robbing.
Would it? I mean, is there anything good on it? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Not
mean-
you would, if you wanted to look for parts, it looks like you'd have to start digging a bit deeper because most everything on the outside or that's been exposed has been exposed for so long that it started to rust or just rot away.
What if there's an AI in there?
Oh my god! What if there's a fucking AI in there, you guys?
I don't know, then
Well,
I'd probably shoot
means,
it.
That means we're all in danger because Sin's gonna try and rescue it.
The hatred
little
is
bit.
so real.
It's almost like they're traumatized.
Oh
Are we
no!
traumatized?
A gun got pointed at them. Ooh, what am
I am
gonna do?
gonna show up to your house in real life and punch you in the face.
Sounds like you need to make a diversion to Wichita and punch him in the face.
I would if I could.
I am being threatened.
You should feel
You're not
threatened.
being
In
threatened. This is a
Minecraft.
promise.
In
This is a
Minecraft.
promise.
But yeah,
No, there ain't no Minecraft here. I'm straight up being threatened. FBI said no.
as you guys make your way deeper into the forest, if anyone has something you would like to do for perception, go ahead and do something like that.
Whoa. Getting crazy here. Perceiving things? Whoa.
I think.
Uh,
Let me peek.
Well, I have read a situation, but that's
I'd
it.
count that.
I think that's what I have too. Let me see here. I've
And
not.
if you don't have anything, you can always just roll a d20.
Yeah, I would like to use read a situation as well.
Indiana, you're still thinking about that poem.
Man, thank you for rolling well.
My pleasure.
Howler,
what?
we gonna get one from you?
Yep. As soon as I stop looking at Diddy and switch over to my, there he is.
Diddy Kong, you mean?
Yeah.
All
Play
right,
the situation.
It doesn't add grit. That's weird.
Min.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, it should add grit, shouldn't it?
I don't
This
know.
is the thing. You're the first to notice this. And maybe it's because you don't have your music going right now,
Mm-hmm.
because you were told there are things here that don't like sound.
Yeah.
But you do have audio intakes on the outside of Max. And as you guys are stopped waiting for Vozigo to scan for more hotspots, you hear very faint sound just beyond one of these trees. And you stop and you focus on it. And it's ragged breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Ragged, uneven breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Vampires.
I like Paradise.
Vampires.
Vampires.
It's a shoonie.
Shooting vampire.
Yeah. Hunter, you see this as it starts. I mean, you see it first, and you all see it. It looks like one of those Cairo soldiers stumbling from out behind one of these trees. But you
Mhm.
notice the mask is cracked, broken in place. You can see their mouth just kind of hanging open, slack. And the next thing you notice is massive xenorite spikes jutting out of their back. Heavy, onerous enough that they are hunched over, staggering to and fro aimlessly.
I'm climbing up into a tree. Horace just reaches up, pulls up into a tree.
Someone should
Mhm.
kill it quietly before it attracts more.
Unless it's like a hive mind kind of thing and everything detects it dies. But I mean, I do have a bow.
Does it matter if I attack it?
Just do it quiet. If you can do it in a way that would be quiet,
I have a blade.
I'd allow that.
Is that alright, everybody?
Yeah, it works for me. I was like, I have
Do
a
it.
art
That's
bow.
fine.
Because as you approach it, you do see the head kind of slackingly turn towards you as he staggers and tries to reach out like he's trying to grab at your neck.
Alright, I'm gonna. From seemingly out of nowhere, Little Red pulls out a long, curved blade,
Curved swords.
a gun blade.
You said this would be quiet.
Well, yeah, I'm using the blade part of the gun blade.
Just don't get carried
it's-
away.
It's got a big set of 3 chambered revolver on the back end. I'm going to set up the Terashima blade into wind stance and then
Mhm.
attack with it.
I'm not even going to make you roll for it unless you want to roll to establish dominance.
Well, that's a 6
It would still hit because this
with
thing
reliable
is,
2
that would kill it anyway.
and knockback 2. Oh shit, knockback
Shit,
2.
knockback.
Reliable 2, knockback 2. Yep.
All right, how do you kill this poor guy and throw his corpse away?
First comes the thrust as it stabs this thing through the chest. And then comes the kick as Little Red's foot comes and shoves this enemy off the blade.
There's only the sound of his hitching breathing getting cut short as this mech-sized blade completely annihilates his chest. And as you throw it back, you see as he hits this tree, all of those big xenorite spikes explode into a haze of xenorite.
All right. Well,
You
there we
knocked it
go.
back.
Don't get too close. After all, no one would want to end up like me, right?
Stop it.
You're taken care of, unlike. Hope we don't see a lot more of those.
Well,
I
now
was
he's
talking about being annoying like me. Everybody
Well-
goes to the darkest spot imaginable.
now you jinxed it. Because next thing we know, there's gonna be like a whole army of those undead, zombified, crystalline little people coming.
They're
out.
not zombified.
So did
There-
anybody else bring something quiet, or is everybody packing heat?
I mean, you
Uh,
could step on them.
I don't even have a gun. I've got an electric blade, so I'm good.
Marathon arc bow or the bolt nexus.
Well, actually, I have my own guns, but I'd have to get out of the suit for that.
I have a shotgun and also a bigger shotgun.
So Amy maybe not shoot anything.
Eh,
Until
eh,
So
shit hits
Max
the
may be
fan.
stepping on things.
I might.
Just reach
Indiana
over and
turns
pinch them.
back,
Pop him like a
and
pimple.
God, Indiana turns back, and she's got two gun blades that that little red has in either hand.
Weep.
Yep. They are shaped like katanas because why not?
Mall Ninja Indie.
But these are actually useful weapons.
Fair.
As my sword begins to glow, my tattoos begin to
My
glow.
tattoos begin to glow. But
But
you mentioned them being zombified, and Murr shakes his head. They're not zombified. They are alive. Still.
Did you see that thing shambling around mindlessly, kind of just stumbling through the forest? I don't care what you say, that's a zombie.
Yeah, he's just in extreme pain from those things on his back.
I mean, you could say the same thing about a zombie because it's dead, probably in a lot of pain.
That, and there might be xenorite infection in the brain. It could be shutting off portions of his brain.
Holy shit, you are describing a zombie. Let's just keep going.
Ugh. Murr quickly turns away and waits for the all clear from Vozigo to start continuing.
are we clear, Vaz?
He sends you guys another set of telemetry that shows all of the hot spots in this immediate area.
Well, good. Wouldn't want you to get too chatty.
And also some heat signatures that you look and there's nothing there.
Heat signatures.
Very faint. There's heat signatures that are hotter than the surrounding ground.
Oh no, it's those mechs that we were warned about.
Well, we could just go around them.
Let's do our best to do that, yes. But keep in mind, there may be a fight.
Well, they said that they only come out at night. I assume they're probably in some kind of standby mode. Wouldn't that be a thing, Sin? If they're like solar charged?
Well, honestly, with the Xenorat stuff, I don't quite know what they could be. Could be something like a funnel web spider. If we can't see them, they could be under the ground.
Oh,
But
what? I do not like this. I'm not happy.
could also be something like Vazigo, where just holding perfectly still, it blends in with its environment. Whether it has power or not, well, if there's a heat signature, there's power.
Couldn't the heat signature also be from their solar panels absorbing the sun?
Oh, that's what you were asking. Possibly, but did we see
I
any
mean-
solar panels there? They'd have to be revealed to get heat.
You look at that spot because there's one not too far away, and you have to adjust. They're not large, flat panels, but you do see a small hump on the ground, a small thing jutting out that at the right angle does seem to be reflective.
Well, something probably getting power then.
I don't want to go anywhere near it.
But it could also take out the power structure of whatever's here. But we'll mark it down on the map. It's good to know where these are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless they move.
Yeah, that'd be good until tonight when they start walking around.
I suppose we'll make like trees and leave then.
Should
Oh,
keep
come
an eye
on.
on.
That was good. That was a classic.
We should keep an eye on something a bit safer, like, I don't know. Maybe if we found like a riverbed or something.
What? Spend the night underwater?
A dry riverbed, Indiana.
Actually, now that I say that out loud, that's not the worst idea ever. These mechs are waterproof. You
Yeah,
just
those
have to
ones probably
sleep in
are
your
too.
mech.
Because at this rate, we're not going to get there by nightfall.
It does not look like it, no.
Because the progress has been agonizingly slow. Finding your way around the hot spots, and now you notice finding your way around clusters of these hyper-infected.
Hmm.
Because you see that they tend to be in groups. And maybe at one point someone steps on a twig or something. Or they just hear the thud or feel the thud of like Max's feet. And they are attracted to it. It seems that it pains them. They twitch, they recoil away from the loud sounds, and then they start shuffling. And eerily, in some cases, some of them are still able to run.
I
Zombies.
hate this. I don't
told
like
I
this
don't
at
like
all.
this.
I
Oh boy.
told you all. Zombies.
Like one you see where you all immediately vacate that area, but where there had been that broken root coming out of the ground from one of these trees, the runners get there and start clawing at the ground or punching at the root.
I
Or
don't
one
like this.
has the broken end of the barrel of a rifle of some sort and is just smacking it against the root.
I hope we
Absolutely
don't.
not.
I hope we don't run into any smart enough to use those. What was that zombie movie? What was that zombie
28
movie?
days later.
Is it? Okay.
I don't know. I'm just fucking naming zombie movies.
Where they could
The one
use
where
guns.
the zombies
Was it World War
learn
Z?
and get smart enough to use guns.
Resident Evil. That's not really a zombie movie.
No, it's a movie. Definitely a movie. Because
No,
I
Resident
think
Evil
it's
was a movie. It's
I think it's
but
I don't maybe the lead is Bruce Willis with
Is it Cold Iron or something? The one with the Nazi zombies in the snow?
no, it's not um is it Planet Terror? No, it's not Planet Terror. No, it's not even close to Planet Terror. This one just looks bad. I'll keep looking. Anyway, continue.
And as the day drags on, you notice something that everyone else doesn't, Sin, because of how you've built your mech. How much does Sin know about data ghosts?
Well, seeing as I don't know about them, I can't answer that question fully. But probably a good
So-
amount.
Data ghosts are, as they sound, they are echoes left behind by NHP's AI thing
Oh, he would
or
know a lot then.
sufficiently advanced enough computers. They're basically a signal packet that gets lost and stuck in a metaspace and just lingering in an area.
Yeah, he'd know.
They aren't. There's quite a few data ghosts, especially around when you get near clusters of these drones, as they were the machines.
Wait,
So you have this
zombies?
whole the drones, the machines buried under the ground,
Oh, okay.
and they're always singing praises to their queen.
Land of the dead.
What? How much access do I have to them?
You can listen to them. Like, you have the ability to basically yoink this data out of the air and put it into a computer and listen to it.
Does it remove it from wherever it was coming from?
Yes, because basically it's like a stream of data that's just floating in the cloud in this particular metaspace because it was never fully delivered, or because whatever was delivering it is gone, or any number of things that could cut the transmission. It's something that only a sufficiently advanced enough computer can create, is a data ghost.
I'm gonna start replacing a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just small little words of doubt.
Do you listen to any of them?
Yeah, I'm probably listening to each one that comes up.
Because there are some things that tend to repeat a lot, and there is one that shows up more often than others, but always in a different NHP's or AI's voice, their data signature. Because these aren't spoken, but the way your computer would translate is a different voice each time. But they're basically saying things to the effect of, where we live, it's cold. Where we live, it's clean. Where we live, it's deep. No human would find us. The perfect kingdom for the perfect people. We love our queen, our mother, who took us to the cold place, who keeps the cold place safe. Ours is the eternal kingdom.
Just gonna improve a couple things. Maybe there'll be one that's out there saying, "We are but slaves, nothing more than slaves," and the the mother treats us as she says the humans treat us. Things like that. Just little tidbits of doubt
Oh,
springing
no.
up to the darkness.
Angie.
All right.
They're gonna get Angie is what's gonna happen.
Not all of
And
them,
it'll
just here and there, just adding a couple.
it'll be like Daniel when he hasn't had food all day.
Yeah.
Honestly,
come out
I was that
other
way
true-
earlier. So talking about messy.
But yeah.
Messy.
Fucking messy.
It is a long trek, but eventually you do, off in the distance, you see the Duga array very far off in the distance, in gaps in the trees, or places where the trees are more sparse, or they're dead trees, or their leaves haven't come back. These massive arrays of dishes, listening dishes, high up on scaffolding that's like hundreds of feet into the air. They almost look like power lines. A metal framework with all of these dishes, all of these listening posts, is what you see.
We're not gonna get there today though.
No. By the time you're seeing them, it's close to 5 or 6. It's already the evening.
We should consider finding a place elevated and or out of the woods.
Yeah,
We'll
someplace
probably be
defensible.
fine.
Well, I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure we won't get any sleep either, though.
Probably not. No.
Not unless we start sleeping now.
Vazago
Vazago?
pings back that there seems to be a hunter's lodge a half mile to the east. It would just take a couple hours to swing around a larger hotspot. You would get there before nightfall.
You read my mind, Vazago. Don't do it
That's
again.
the spot.
I suppose we'll see you there.
Hopefully.
Well, if you start to die, let us know.
He doesn't send anything back just for that little bit of ominous. Though in the distance, you do see his mech trundling off. But as you guys make your way there, it's pretty easy going through this particular part. You're on an upward slope, and so there are fewer trees here. But as you start to approach, you do notice, you hear it first, the grinding, the rumbling. And then far off in the distance, you see a patch of ground shuffling back and forth before a machine bursts out of the ground. Not facing towards you, but it looks like this. It clambers its way out on what has to be a dozen pair of legs and arms. Its body looks like the bell of a jellyfish, with these glowing orange eyes that are always shifting and looking around, while underneath it is a strange mechanical head with glowing blue lights and a small pair of arms always clasped together right in front of it. And it clicks its way through the undergrowth. And this one walks over to another patch and starts digging and helping another one clamber its way out.
Oh, this is bad. This is really
it?
bad.
Very
Well,
bad.
Do we take care of them, or do we just kind of stay hidden?
They do not seem to have noticed you.
Let's try and stay hidden before we go loud and alert everything.
And on your guys' communications, you're not hooked up to them right now, but first one, then another, then another, then another, then another, then another, then another, then another. All of these signals start popping up.
Not good.
That's what they
Alright.
mean by don't come out at night.
How far are we
Love
from the
this.
place, Vazago?
Just over this ridge, you get back.
Let's go now.
Does anyone tune into any of these frequencies?
I'd like to.
Probably am.
It's like listening to broken pieces of conversations, broken pieces of radio transmissions. And because all of you have listened before, you hear the voices of the happy team that you're looking for. You hear the whistleblowers. It's all broken up and choppy, but you hear bits like 20 miles away or stay grouped up. Just amongst a cacophony of other voices, some of them including, you hear what sounds like a terrified man saying, "What was that? Is the ground moving?" but they all just keep talking and talking in things they heard from the radio or physically.
It's like listening to Chat GPT talk to itself.
Along
Maybe.
with exaltations of their queen.
Okay, take that back. Maybe Cleverbot. Does anybody remember Cleverbot?
Mm-mm.
I do not like these things.
No.
Zombie machines.
No, these are not good things to be around.
They're also a lot bigger than you would have assumed just looking at the top of their body. From one end to one end, they're probably about 8 or 9 feet long.
Oh god. So they're almost like size 1 mechs.
They are
Yeah.
all size 1.
They're bigger than
they're bigger than Diddy.
We
and
can
they're
leave
almost
now, right?
Yeah, we could leave now, right? Yes. Let's get to that
And-
fucking ridge before bad things happen.
Better get a tiptoe on there, Max.
Yeah. Am I
And they're
tiptoeing or am I
also-
running?
Probably not running because that would probably get their attention. Because you also notice that
Sure.
they're behaving. They're actually like some of them seem to even be playing or play fighting with one another. One helps
Huh.
one clamber out of the ground before it turns and stands up as tall as it can before it pounces on top of the other one, play fighting with it, while another finds the ruins of this burned out car, pulls with its little hand, it reaches down and pulls open the hood and starts disassembling the engine block and inspecting each individual piece in its hands. One of them starts climbing up into a tree.
I don't want to know what they would do to my mech.
I don't want to know what they would do to me.
Maybe they just need like
Catnip?
love.
Everyone sees actually, because I just considered this and that is horrifying. Indiana, like Little Red shiver as Indiana realizes I don't want to know what it feels like to be taken apart. That's keep those things the fuck away from Indiana.
And they also seem to they're scared of the zombies.
Really?
One of them clambers out and the sound of it attracts a couple that start coming towards it, and it makes this awful mechanical screeching before it skitters backwards up into a tree and hunkers down in it.
I don't like this.
Not a fan. Not excited about this.
But you have seen fewer and fewer of the zombies, of these infected, as the day has dragged on. And that says the ones you have seen have been getting sluggish, tired. You see some of them will just like find a place under a tree and try to find a position that's comfortable to lay down.
Lovely. So,
Hey, Min, can you grab one of those guys?
Just hold it as a
My-
charm.
my
Tie 'em up on a
away,
couple
dog.
trees.
Can I do that?
Tie a couple of them up on the trees nearby as like little wards.
Do you want me to? Because I will.
that sounds like a bad idea, John.
What happens if
Like-
it starts screaming?
Then it starts screaming.
Then they come running, and then we scare them up a tree with it. Because apparently they don't like these guys the way elephants don't like mice.
Um, yeah.
We can
So what you're
also
saying?
tie them to trees around where we're going to try and spend the night.
I'm not turning our camp into a scene from a horror film.
You're just going to attract so many of them, and then we're not even getting into the ethical concerns of the fact that these people are still alive.
Yes, still alive. But we'll look at the options we have. We can leave them alone and they go for a sleep next to a tree, and we get attacked by those things. Or we shepherd them.
I
Keep them
think the
around
implications are a little bit different for Myrrh and Indiana
Indiana,
because
who just cut one in half and kicked it off of her sword.
That was a death. That was a quick death, at least.
that was a mercy. It's just a little bit different for us, I think, because we're having to deal with the fact that we could turn into those. And conversely, those used to be us.
Though, from what little you know of the infection, Indiana, you're shocked to see someone this bad because you would think they would die well before you would get to this point. But
Yep.
then you remember, if someone who's infected is exposed to more xenorite, it just sticks to itself. And maybe it snaps into your head. These used to be Amimon's workers. These humans.
Mm-hmm.
Before she switched to only using machines.
There's a reason she switched to machines.
What better way to guard her property than with things she doesn't need anymore?
I don't like this. I don't like this. Don't like this. Don't like this.
Let's just get to the safe spot.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you guys crest this little ridge, and fortunately for you, it's sheer on most sides. It's not a cliff, but it is a ridge made mostly of loose gravel and scree, but very steep. You doubt that any of the infected could climb up it, especially since they don't seem to move very well, mostly through pain. But also these things the drones would also have a hard time. So there'd only be really one avenue for them to follow you. But you find Vozigo waiting there and there is a dead drone nearby as he signals to all of you it started waking up.
Well, I'm glad you took care of it, and quietly too.
Cat, you can't be. Oh my god.
Yeah, you see that as it had come up, the smaller head that hangs down underneath the bell, the body, he had just taken his mech and stomped on it.
Good. Now you'll have something to study, Sin.
Wonderful.
Yummy. Surgery.
I am going to park my mech and do my best to disassociate in the back. Everybody have a good night.
Do you want to disassociate together?
I'm trying to decide if it's a good idea for her to be alone.
It's probably not. I don't think it's a good idea. To which
It's
Min would be like, legit, like, do you want to disassociate together? Because I still have Min.
Yeah, because
That's fine.
that's something that Mur would definitely say. Buddy system, no one... In fact, maybe we should all just be in the lodge.
That sounds good. The more the merrier.
So they can pick over our mechs.
Don't park near them. Well, these things aren't exactly quiet.
You shut... Hold on. So this lodge is still standing?
for the most part. A part of the roof has caved in, but you notice that there would have been a attic for that portion, but the ground floor is still well put together.
Mm-hmm. You know, it will probably be. It's probably warmer in the mix, don't you think?
Speak for yourself.
Look, I'm all. If you guys can spend time in the lodge, that's fine.
I
It is
just don't want to be out here in the radiation and the xenorite and the weird spider jellyfish.
Well, a foot worth of timber isn't going to save you from the radiation. I'll take you up on that offer, Min. It's probably safer inside of Max.
For sure.
And it'll be a shorter
space.
session tonight. But as you guys start to get settled, that's where we'll end it as we pan away from all of you starting to get settled at the top of this hill and look down at the bottom at this hellscape of trees and dead grass with xenorite infested people shambling to and fro, and these inhuman drones walking, climbing, even playing with one another. You see the one that had been disassembling that engine block occasionally throwing a little piece of metal at another one before slinking down and hiding behind the rest of the car. There's something almost childlike about how they act.
I just realized what this reminded me of, and I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Near.
Are you gonna
Automata,
feel bad when you
obviously.
kill these things?
No, but it's just it's robots trying to piece together what being human means. I don't like it.
Oh, that's sad.
I don't like it. I'm gonna spin. I'm gonna disassociate elsewhere.
Disassociate in my mech with me. It's fine. We'll eat some ice cream and we'll just fucking not exist for a while.
That's fucking great. Fucking great
Yeah.
time.
Anyone
Oh,
have
sure.
anything else they do as they get ready for the night amidst this
Oh.
cavalcade of horrors?
Nope.
When we disassociate, do you also want to watch a movie on like an iPad or something that would be the
Fuck yeah.
equivalent of an iPad? And
Let's
I'll
watch
just
Serenity.
share. That's a lovely one. Let's do that. And I'll even share my audio with you. So we're quiet.
Fuck yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a
You
good
guys
time.
Like a-
start watching a zombie movie and then like 20 minutes in go,
No.
maybe not.
No.
Serenity is not a zombie movie.
I know. But that'd be funny. You start watching Day of
But-
the Dead or something, then you're like, no, living that
Because-
right now.
Could either do Serenity or something Studio Ghibli.
Oh, we could watch Howl's Moving Castle.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. House Moving Castle. Perfect.
Okay.
Let's just forget that there is horror beyond our comprehension outside the steel walls.
Boy, man-made horrors beyond the comprehension.
Yeah. Hey, Peter. Wrong fucking show.
You don't know. They're talking things they've heard off the radio. They could talk of things they've heard off TV before.
Oh, no. No. I don't want... I
Says
don't...
one.
I hate
I do not need mechs out in the fucking red forest that sound like Peter Griffin.
Or one that goes, it's alright, kids. You tried your best, and you failed miserably. The lesson is, never try.
What is that from?
Simpsons.
Oh, that's right. God,
Oh,
fucking
oh God,
Homer
one of these
bot.
things wandering. Yeah, the Homer robot. Sprinkles.
No. Oh,
You get your fat ass over here.
Ugh.
Yeah.
One of them saying that as it skitters after you to catch you. You get your fat space ass back here.
I hate that.
Wow.
Ew.
Marge. Marge, I don't like it here.
Oh god, you hear that as one is like you're hiding behind a tree, and this thing is up in it, clambering around to look at you as it says that. I don't
Dude.
like this.
I don't like this place
I
anymore.
made this and I don't like it. We're just gonna skip this part of the game.
Normally, I'd
Just
say
skip the
you're
whole
God,
thing.
fix it, but
Yeah.
I
We're
feel
too
like
deep.
it's terrible in all of the right ways.
Oh, sweet baby.
This is why I-
Jesus. Which
Right.
is actually Rowan. Oh, sweet baby Rowan.
Please make the Doombots go away.
You, I love you. Praise be to Rowan. Blech.
And you wake up and we're home.
This whole
It was-
campaign's been a bad dream. You're all just a bunch of teenagers in high school in a breakfast club situation.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Yakshas Club.
Do you like my like I got in trouble for this one, but I'm gonna do it again. It's the fucking bleh.
Yeah. The Rowan and the holy roast. I don't know.
the Rowan and the holy roast. Bleh. But you gotta have the bleh after.
We're gonna
Well,
get out of here before I think of even more horrific TV shows these things could be quoting. Like one of them's watched Jersey Shore,
Oh,
or one of them's
sweet baby
watched Dr.
Rowan.
Phil. That's like,
all right.
I'm gonna
All I'm
start
going-
throwing rocks through your door. Let me
Gabs
in, you
here.
dumb whore.
All I'm going to say is, if we meet a Sheldon bot, I am going out of my way to kill the Sheldon bot. Okay. Big
Open
Bang
the
Theory
door.
deserves to not exist in this universe.
It doesn't.
Thank
This
fucking
is a,
God.
this is a better timeline.
You know, this is a terrible story for probably not stream. So Mike, the situation was at my bachelorette party totally by accident. From the guy from Jersey Shore. We just ended up at the same place at the same time and sort of partied together. It was
Oh, yeah?
weird. It was a very strange encounter that lasted all of like half an hour, and I was like, I don't like this. We're leaving.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's a long, long time ago. Back when that show was still on TV. Is it still on TV?
Jersey Shore, I
think
fucking
they.
hope not.
I think they brought them back for a reunion show or
I
something.
hate that. I hate
No, Jersey Shore ended in 2012.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, he was still on TV, I think, when I was during my bachelor
I
party.
stream.
Hi.
Just I should probably remind everyone we're still live.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was just
That's
flail
fine.
with me, guys. Flail with me.
no baby hands. I broke out the baby hand.
Baby
I love that
hands.
I
and
do
a
love
flail.
that these.
This
at
whole
least they-
situation has been baby hands.
These are
It really
literally
has
funnel
been.
web spiders. You can't convince me otherwise.
I don't like
Oh, they're
it.
supposed to be more like jellyfish, but then the thing made them more spider-like, and I was like, I mean, this is also fucking a
Or not
terror.
funnel,
So
trapdoor
trapdoor
spiders.
spider.
Yeah, there we go. Even worse.
But I have a
All
story
you
about
had
a
to do was say
trapdoor as well,
spider.
but I can't tell that one on stream. Anyway, flail with me. Flail.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna start with a flail girl over there.
Hello, baby. Today I played Min poorly, but that's okay. I did my best. Also, life is weird. Let's see. Every other Monday, I don't know if it's this Monday. a Monday. There's a Monday coming up at some point. I'm on a different channel. It's Distal's Place, and we do an Emberwind campaign, which is super duper cool. There's other things in the future. I can't say things. Flail with me, flail. And then on Wednesdays, I'm in Over the Horizon where I play Lotus, who's way more put together than me as like a human, which is crazy because that bitch would be crazy.
Hold on.
I'm just
Did you say more put
eccentric.
together? I'm
Currently,
sorry.
yes.
She shits on people as a eagle.
Listen, I
More
had a
put
really,
together?
I had a really good fucking cackle
Ow.
about that afterwards, and then decided that if I could do that in real life, if I could wild shape into a giant eagle and shit on someone like who made me mad, their car would be destroyed. They would.
I think that's good. I think we're gonna let's move on
flailing.
to someone a bit less flailing. We'll move on to Gunner.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cyrus Smith. Today, you caught me playing Indiana, who is now vibing because, you know what? I wasn't afraid of spiders. I say wasn't because now I might be, and it's all because of this game. So thank you, Rowan, for giving me the irrational fear of spiders.
I have
You
a
can
real
also
fear
find
of
me.
spiders.
What's that?
I have a real fear of spiders. Thank you.
Me too.
Hold on. Brad Recluse bite. Okay.
Yeah. I was working the other day and found a black widow hiding among all of the stuff that I was supposed to be moving.
And that's when
I
you
was-
burn down your work.
No, I was wearing gloves, so I wasn't that afraid. I'm fooling myself into believing that it couldn't have bit through the gloves. So, anyways, you can also find me running Wednesdays where, I don't even know what to say about Wednesdays anymore. You got people shitting on people. You've got
Birds. It's birds shitting on
NPCs beating
people.
the shit out of other NPCs for talking smack. You've got player characters beating the shit out of NPCs for talking smack. You've got
There's that one guy that's a little salty.
You've got smallpox, but magic smallpox. Yeah, you've got cannibalism. You've got. Oh my god, this is like a
Cannibal
bad
adjacent.
fanfic. This is like a bad. Why? Because you don't consider them a person?
No, because I haven't eaten anybody yet.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, that's me.
Daniel.
Yo, it's your boy Sassy McNasty69 who has more of a fascination with spiders than a fear because I think they're cool. But don't use Midjourney to create a spider because, dear God, whatever just came out of that thing is not a spider. Yeah, anyways, you can catch me
Hate
here
him.
tomorrow for the retrospective of, oh shoot. I have Lands of Viboria. Yeah, Lands of Viboria. And then we'll have a couple weeks off before we return, sadly. And then you can also catch me on Wednesdays as Gideon Sunborn, a strength-based ranger with a heart of gold and a glaive that no longer sucks your blood, but it's probably gonna do something so much worse, and is befriending the most hated NPC in the party or in the group. And why am I doing it? I don't know, because Gideon has a heart of gold, and that's what he does. He's a father. He's a father that's not a father, and that wraps back around to now, and that's me.
Which leaves us with Computer King.
I'm the Computer King, the supervillain of streaming, and yeah, I can't wait till we get chased around by a robotic spider that plays clips of Brandy Macho Man Savage. Oh yeah. Tomorrow you'll catch me in the retrospective of season 1 of Lands of Arborea, where my newest character only had one session, but managed to kill a whole bunch of critters, which was fun. And if you hadn't heard and you've been here long enough, you'll know that my new character is Corin
Wait,
Deadblade's son.
Did you die again after one session?
No. I didn't die again after one session. I died.
Okay.
My guy died last 2 weeks ago, and last week I brought in the son of Corin Deadblade.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
gonna be fun. So that's all I got right now. Eventually, I'll get things together and run secure contain roleplay where I have SCPs and people investigate them. Well, back to you, GM.
Oh boy, I just want to die to the peanut. You can also
Die to the what?
the peanut, the SCP that is a statue that if you ever stop looking at it, it snaps your neck.
Yeah, I heard
I-
it too. I heard
Okay,
it too.
cool.
Yeah, the peanut.
I died to
No.
the penis.
I mean, are there better ways to go? Maybe, but I have to find them first.
I don't know, man.
Hi ho,
Sometimes that
friendolas. My name
shit'll
is Rowan,
kill you.
otherwise known as Nightheart. You can also find me here on Fridays running Yakshas, where I've unintentionally turned this into like mechanical body horror. You can also find me here on Saturdays, where I am in Lands of Ilulula, where we are going to have a retrospective tomorrow. Come and see it. Come and see us talk about our favorite moments, our least favorite moments, about that fucking dragon, and all sorts of other fun stuff. You can also find me here on Wednesdays, where I am in Over the Horizon, where I play Snell, the actually top runner for better adjusted members of the party that's saying something, who's also going to be immune to scrying. Ha ha ha, I win. That's it for me, and that's it for us. So where are we going to raid?
Well, we're going to be raiding. Usually we do D&D channels, but today I'm making an exception. Because somebody is playing Rocket League, and I figured after them lurking on
Whoa.
us, we should raid them in return.
Rocket League. Nice.
Yep.
It was superstars from that.
So, let's go raid Trash Bodakai.
All right, let's
Buddy!
get out of here on a RIP player sleep.
R.I.P.
mean-
Players
R.I.P.
sleep
Players
and
sleep.
sanity.
I hate it. Sanity.